to show you how to build a spotted lanternfly circle trap, because it is almost time to start building traps, and you should get ready now so you can trap lots of spotted lanternflies. I'm going to be working from the Penn State extension instructions, and we will provide the URL at the end of this video. So this is a pretty simple trap, and it attaches to trees. I'll show you what you need. We'll need the tops. I have the tops from 2 plastic milk bottles or water bottles. They could be, gallon or half gallon. We'll cut the tops off with a scissor. We need a glue gun right there. Okay, we will need some duct tape, a heavy-duty stapler, an office stapler, a 1-gallon Ziploc bag, a zip tie. I'm using a fairly long one here. And you'll need to cut 2 pieces of wood. Now this could be lath, or I'm using 1/2-inch plywood. The cheapest wood will do. These measure 18 inches by 1 inch by 1/2 inch, and this one is 11 inches by 1 inch by 1/2 inch. I also have a piece of window screen, which if you have plastic coated, that's the best kind to use. You cut a window screen to 23 by 30 inches. Okay, so first thing we do, is we're going to glue these two tops together. Okay, be careful with hot glue. You can get burned because it's hot. Okay, I'm going to put a little glue around the rim here. And it doesn't matter if it's a little messy. It's just for lantern flies. They don't care. Okay, we're going to take the 2 and put them together like that, and that'll take a minute to dry. Okay, while that's drying, I'm going to get a piece of the duct tape. I use Gorilla Tape, but any kind of duct tape should do. Probably don't want to handle duct tape with rubber gloves like I'm doing. Okay, and I don't need a very wide strip. I need kind of about 1 inch or so will do. Okay. Alright, and this is probably dry enough now. I'm going to put that tape right around there just to make sure these are attached securely. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating sort of a double funnel. Okay, that's what I want to end up with. Next, I'm going to take the screen, and we want to fold this. Okay, so I'm going to fold it. I'm holding it the long way. This is my hands are holding the 30-inch length. Okay, and spread that out. It's kind of curling up, which is okay, and I'm going to fold it in so we have 2 flaps, and I'll show you this in a second. Okay, I'm folding in 2 pieces like that. So that again we're forming kind of a triangular shape, which is going to be part of our funnel. So I don't know, if you can see how I folded those in. Okay, we have 2 pieces. Just fold the 2 corners so they meet in the middle. Okay, and now this is probably the hardest part. After we, where's my Sorry, I need a scissor. It's right over there. I have this flap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the end off the triangle here so that we're going to have a piece to fit our plastic jug funnel. Now, what we need to do is we're going to take this screen and it's going to glue in and attach to the mouth of this jug so that it fits in here, and then this whole screen is going to form a funnel. So, there we go. Alright, I'm holding that in there. Okay, and it might, you know, if you have a helper to help you with this, by all means make use of it. Be careful with the glue gun, especially on this step. And I'm going to glue that around the mouth of this jug. I'm squeezing this right through the screen, which I hope will work. Okay, it takes glue a minute to dry. So work in a little bit at a time. Work your way around. Okay, so this is the hardest part, is tacking the screen down with the glue gun. You know, tack a little bit, wait till it dries, and slowly work your way around. But once that's dried on there, that's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so what we are then going to do, this is where these pieces of wood come in. We're going to take the 18-inch piece, okay, and that's going to line up with about the middle of your screen here. Okay, and that's going to get attached with the heavy-duty stapler. Okay, so we're going to put that here. And I have to turn that over. Okay, because the wood goes on the inside of the screen. Okay. Okay, as you can see, I have this out in the middle of the screen, trying to keep it perpendicular to the screen, and we're just going to staple that in. Okay, we also want to make sure that's stapled to the plastic top. Now, the shorter piece gets stapled to the other end of the netting. Okay, so that we're forming a funnel here. You want to make sure that both ends overlap that piece there. Okay. So you're getting both edges of the netting on top of the wood. Okay, and that's together. Okay, so what we've done is we've created this large funnel with the wood to support it. What I now want to do is I want to put some wire around the edge here to stiffen it a little. And to do that, I'm going to take a fairly, I mean, it doesn't have to be, it could be a coat hanger, but that's pretty heavy. If you've got some baling wire, anything that's just, you know, stiff enough to hold a shape. Okay. And I've got about my 30 inches here. So what we want to do is get this in the netting, and I want the netting to roll over this, okay, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to use my office stapler to keep that fixed on there, okay. And this wire will help the netting hold its shape. Okay, I have to kind of make sure I end up over here. Almost there. Okay. So I have a wire that's holding out this funnel shape. And what we're going to do with this is going to be tied onto a tree. With the plastic bag will go on the upper part of the funnel. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on there. Okay, the zip tie is what's going to hold this on. Okay, and what this will do is, when this is against the tree, what lanternflies do is they climb up trees. And they don't know how to climb down. They only climb up. So this will be against the tree. The lanternflies will enter up the screen because they can climb on the screen. They'll go through this funnel just because that's what they're programmed to do. They just go up and up. When they get into the bag, they can't get out. Because they don't know how to back up and they don't know how to turn around. So this will be tied to a tree with just a piece of twine. So this will be the lantern. This will be tied to the tree up here, and down here this is going to be stapled, or use a push pin or a screw to hold this against the tree, so that's when the lanternflies are coming up the tree, they'll enter here. And this has some flexibility. So you can bend this around the tree when you attach it. So I've got it up against the tree. I put the longer piece, the 18-inch piece of wood, against the tree, and I'm tying the string about where the neck of the two bottles meet. So let me just get that tied up. And once that's tied on, I have some push pins. I'm gonna use the wire to bend this and hold it against the tree. And I'm just going to pin that in. Have that wrap around the tree as much as I can so that I cover as much area as possible. Okay, and that's a spotted lanternfly trap. I'll trim this string off, and hopefully the bugs will enter up here as they climb up, enter the trap, and they will not leave. This is from Penn State Extension, and we will include the URL coming up so that you can download these instructions. Thank you. I hope this was informative.